should work. All right, that works. There we go. Welcome to the party. It's your boy Mountain back again for another day of Path of Exile. Of course, what we're doing is we're just kind of going through doing our thing. We really haven't played the game too much. As you can see, we are just trying to get through to maps. Of course, I haven't played during the week. I haven't played at all, really. Oh, what up? I ain't got no people. And then get my little guy in the middle. There we go. Eventually what we're gonna do is we're gonna get to maps and do maps. We're gonna mess around. Should have been in maps a while ago, but you know, when we're playing around and just trying to go through things, sometimes it just takes a little bit of time because I'm slow. Good morning, Street. How's it going? What you up to? I'm sitting here just trying to go through, you know, kind of going through, trying to be, you know, supportive of POE 1, but you know, it's POE 1. Terrible to say it like that. Oh, it's so bad to say it like that. All right, so which way should I go? Which way should I go? I've been playing POE. Think I'm waiting on POE 2. Yeah, I understand. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Okay. So I feel the same way. I think probably POE 2 has gotten in my, you know, gotten a specific, how can I say, way of digging in. It's just better. I feel better playing the campaign in POE 2 than I do in POE 1. You know, I have my issues with POE 1. It's like, oh, okay. And then, but at the same time, the end game in POE 2 sucks, but the POE 1 end game is a lot of fun. But then I gotta dig through all of the stuff to get to the end game, which is just like, oh, I gotta fight my way through this to get to the end game. Why? So currently right now, I want to do animated weapon eventually on this build. I'm just trying to mess around with zombies. So this is kind of a zombie type build, but it's not really. So I'm using zombies as my main damage dealer right now. I want to see how if you can actually do a zombie build with this particular with the puppeteer. Dominating blow. Go in to get the ossuary done.
I shall cleanse this place of hallowed legacy.
Chance to bleed. Oh, get the ring. Do that. Really? I can't even pick up the thing of purity. Alright, let's do this.
I continue to serve as God's
There we
instrument.
go.
I could hardly hope for better results.
So let's go ahead and get this all taken care of.
Freedom comes to those who fight.
Sell.
For freedom.
Yeah, throw that in there. Yeah, we could say that. And that could be sold.
Freedom comes to
Sell.
for freedom.
Uh-oh, somebody sending me messages. Okay, yeah. to get more of this. But we want to be able to add in some. Done. So what we want to add in is we want to add in some defenses to this build, because this build actually has no defenses right now. I don't have grace. I don't have determination, defiance banner, none of that stuff. I have none of this stuff on this guy. This guy's just kind of running around with nothing on him, just going, hey, I'm a minion build. So eventually I'm gonna have to get to the inside and be like, okay, this is what I need to do. Take that one. There we go. Hey, I need that light flash right there. There we go. Uh-oh, something came out. Let's see what that is. What was that? Oh. That's actually a pretty good item. And I'm going to tell you the reason why that's a pretty good item. I'm going to show y'all. Show y'all the reason why that's a pretty good item. So if we take this and we go, boop, see how it's bone chill, hypothermia, ice bite, cold penetration, and inspiration, all at the same time, right? So we can go ahead and get another socket on that thing, and which is what we're gonna do as soon as we get out of here. That would turn we could turn an item into a very, very strong thing for a little bit. So we could put something like the zombies in it and have our zombies do a ton of extra damage, because they will be zombies that are kind of, they'll have multiple different things on them. Multiple enhancements to damage, which would be perfectly fine for now. We would have to move them out of that as soon as possible. And then after we move this stuff out of that, we'll be great. We'll be okay. Oh, let me get that. There we go.
My mana is spent.
Mana is spent. I hate those guys. Kill them. There you go. You like blast anyway.
Really? Beast of blood.
Oh, gotta get rid of those 2 light flasks. Take one of them. Okay, take that portal back. Boom. All right. This is where we got to do a little work here. Boop, boop. I'll take you. All right, that takes care of that. Boom. Boom. Mana reservations.
Hello.
Let's see here. We'll just take that. And oh, I could have so
We
damn.
live in interesting.
Sell, and sell. We're gonna keep that other one because we need it.
Gives you.
We're gonna switch out the manas. We're gonna put these away. And then we're gonna put this one into the quad section. And this is where we're gonna have to see what we can do. We're gonna see if we can get. All right, we got that. Now let's see if we can hook it together. Ah, we couldn't get it. We couldn't get it. So what we wanted was we wanted to get, if at all possible, we wanted to get another one of those. Oh, come on. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. There we go. We wanted to get that, okay? And the reason, okay, so this is going to be really interesting. So what we're doing is, so inside of the thing we have unleash and all that other stuff, right? That's not a problem. So if we did the unleash on the summon raging spirits, the one thing about summon raging spirits currently is summon raging spirits is 100% conversion, if I remember correctly. Let's just go ahead and let me go ahead and look at this. Hold up. Oh, do I got the volume up on that thing? Yeah, I probably was getting double echo. What is it? Summon raging spirit. POE wiki. Let's see what we got. All right. So when we look at the summon raging spirits and everything like that, one of the damage conversion, raging spirits deals physical damage. Their 100% of their physical damage is converted to fire damage. And then the stat is inherent to all to those minions, to the summon raging spirits. Okay, so I could, with this, you're doing bone chill. You're doing bone chill, hypothermia, ice bite, cold penetration, and added cold damage plus inspiration. This works out for summon raging spirits in a slight way, but there's better things or some things that you can do. So if we purchase, let's see here. Let's go back here. If we go back here, go to the library. And we go talk to this guy right here. And we do purchase, right? So when we start talking about, hey, we got bone chill, right? So let's see, let's go in here. Bone. Nope, that's not the right one. Bone chill. Bone chill should be right. Bone chill. So hypothermia. Let's just look at hypothermia maybe first. Hypothermia, chance to freeze enemies, 20% more cold damage over time, and 20% more added, damage, ailments, and chills, right? To chilled enemies. Now, when we add in other things that it has, added cold damage. When you go into added cold damage, which should be in here, right? Or it won't. Oh man, they won't even show those. You got to go all the way back to the other ones. Oh man, that's messed up. So back in the day, they probably changed it a long time ago and I just didn't never notice it. But back in the day, you could always go to him and buy all your gems. Didn't matter if it was the only gems that you couldn't get. It would be any gem. So currently right now, it doesn't look like you can do that. So you have to go and walk around to all the places to try to find the gem people that have people that have your gems specifically. So right here. No, where in the world? I might have to go to T6. Okay, sorry. to Act 6. Okay, so what I was trying to show you was you got cold penetration, added cold, and everything like that. So I'm gonna do added cold damage. So the added cold damage, what it does is it just adds on a specific amount of cold. And you got cold pin and you got ice bite. Ice bite is also a flat, I think, flat damage onto it. If you do ice bite support, ice bite, oh no, it's a 15% chance to freeze. You gain a chance to gain a frenzy charge when you kill a frozen enemy. Has a flat damage on it. You know, supported skills have added cold damage. Supported skills have added cold damage per frenzy charge. So this is all, what I'm trying to get to is we have no conversion damage on the we have no conversion damage on our zombies, really. It's just zombie minion damage, chance to bleed, right? And then I have feeding frenzy on it. What's up, Ragzin? How you doing? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this on, and then I'm gonna go ahead and put the zombies on there, because I just think that the zombies on this would be a lot stronger, because then it's 1, 2 plus the 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is that would be benefit to the zombies, right? So here, what I'm gonna do is we have to have unleash no matter what. We have to have minion damage no matter what, and we're gonna have to do a color change because we need to go ahead and get some Raging Spirits into this, if possible. So if not, we can move some other things around. Because remember, I threw in here some gloves. That's a 4 glove of blue. That's also a good thing, right? So we can do a couple of different things. Boom, 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 boom. And we can do like that. Chaos damage and some more mana. Oh, no, that's something. I mean, you could use Triad Grip. Yeah, I need Triad Grip to do it. Yes, that would be a good thing to get. The Triad Grip would be a good thing. But currently, I don't want to, take any of your money, dude. Not for that. This is just, I'm not gonna deny. I'm just messing around. I have how can I say? I am a little bit just trying to waste time. Let's just put it. I'm trying to waste time playing right now because ain't got nothing else to do. Let's just oh my gosh, dude, you just don't even know. I'm just like, I'm not excited. I'm not excited. Let's just put it like that. I'm not excited. Because I'm not excited. That's my main problem. So, give me some zombies.
My mana is spent.
Hey, look at that. All right, so let me make sure I got my. All right, so. So hopefully I'll get to the end game soon. Well, not really soon because I'm traveling. I am just messing around, but eventually I'll get to the end game. And when I get to the end game, then I'll be like, hey, let's go ahead and do this.
There is always hope. There is always redemption, even when all looks lost.
So Ragzin, hey, are you what are you doing? Just playing, trying to get through the day. Waiting for POE 2. Waiting for POE 2 update, you know. I saw a couple of things that was kind of irritating. It was like, hey, you know, there was like a post, I think, that was like POE 2 is going to be delayed. Oh, not POE 2, POE 1 is going to be delayed. The next, they're going to delay it a little bit more. And I'm sitting there like, sounds like normal. So companies try to they have good intentions. Well, sorry, most companies don't have good intentions, but I think GGG had good intentions to try to do what they said they were going to do. But the guys that are running the designers and stuff like that, I'm just gonna be honest, they should have learned from old school. Everything that they were trying to do is just gonna be hard unless they expand. Unless they expand the company, it's gonna be hard for them to be able to maintain POE 2 and POE 1 at the same time. I should just go to the GGG website and see if they got like what you wanna call it, jobs open. Just to see if they're expanding, because they realize, yeah, we need more developers, more guys to do this type of stuff, because they can't maintain it with the amount of people that they have by itself. Yeah, don't get me wrong. I'm not moving to New Zealand. I just wanted to see if they had open job recs, because the only way that they're going to be able to maintain a POE 2 footprint and a POE 1 footprint, the only way that they're going to be able to maintain it is if they decide to do something like hire more people, etc., etc. That's the only way they're going to be able to maintain it. I'm just being honest. Ooh. So other AAA vendors and titles and people, they already ran through this before. Ah! Then there's companies that actually, they did the analysis and they figured out that that it would be not to their benefit to continue with what they were doing. An example of a company that thought about it and they were like, no, we're not gonna do it. They went through and got everything to our alpha test, and then they did all the calculations and they were like, oh no, this is gonna kill us. We're not gonna do a 1 and a 2. Ashron Call fell out, did it. They lost out big time. And then there was a bunch of other games back in the day that did it. And then they were like, yeah, we're not going to do that anymore.
Has my faith truly been a lie? My God
Let me make sure before I leave out of here, I got all this. Okay, done. Done. Oh. Yeah, I forget to turn things in sometimes. I gotta talk to this guy real quick.
You're going hunt well. I see into the gloom.
What? I already done. What? Did I not do that? Okay, hold up. Did I? Okay, talk to Nico. That's good. That's good. That's good. Okay, so I was good. I just had that. Oh, wrong spot. That's the wrong spot. Where in the heck am I supposed to go? All right, there you go.
Good tidings to you.
Sail. All right. Uh-oh. GGG. I'm on their website right now. It doesn't look like they got a lot of jobs. They only got one graphic artist, one web programmer, and one customer support person. That's it. That's it. Maybe it's at the bottom of this one. Nope. 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 I'm looking to see if they got like another location to find out about careers, and they don't. Oh, that's terrible. That's terrible. This is gonna get worse.
All right, don't think time and tide wait for no man.
Let's go. Let's get it.
It is my honor to cleanse it of evil.
Woohoo! I might have to go to animated weapon earlier than I expected. Cause so if I go to animated weapon earlier, that's gonna be, you know. But I wanted to try zombies out. I think I'll stick the zombie route for now. Then I'll jump over to the chains of command route.
Wretched. While you be skulking about, time and tide wait for no man.
Despite your farewell.
The truth of this world comes into focus one tale at a time.
Dun dun dun
Returned to
dun.
exile, humbled and shaken.
That's right. Let's go. That's how we do. Look at that. Look at them zombies, boy. Them zombies are so strong. So strong.
Really?
Gods and evil beset humanity.
Nest. Stay sharp out there.
Another belt. Okay. Now, which one was I trying to do? Oh, I was gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think. Yeah, 1. Then go here. Get those. Oh, I need to go down here and get these two. Get some health stuff from down there too. Oh, I gotta put my defenses on too.
I must gather the pieces.
Beef's garb. Ha ha ha. Oh, whoa. Yep. Can't let myself to die there. That's what happens when you don't pay attention, people. Y'all saw that, right? I almost died. Well, see, that's what Path of Exile it does for you. You You think you can beat Path of Exile, play it with one hand because you're bored and everything like that, and then every so often some stuff happens. And when that stuff happens, you're like, ah, ah. Almost died because I was sitting there messing around. And another thing that's kind of funny is I really should be using the King's March stuff, you know, the making my town and stuff like that. But Iron Mask ain't worth it. Yokohama. No, but the funny thing is getting the zombies to the end game. Will they be able to survive, or will they die real easy? Things like that. That's what I'm actually messing around with, just trying to see if I can get them to be able to survive, like against in-game creatures, things like that, or will they just die instantly? And since they're like, I don't need, you know, they're all considered corpses and stuff like that, I should be able to. Look at that, look at that. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get over here to get this increase in life for my minions, and then get this one as well, which is damage reductions against the minions, and then get them. Then I would need to put the resistances for the minions, make sure they're maxed out. And then after I do all of that, then we can go ahead and determine exactly where we're gonna go from there. Like I said, I'm actually building this on the fly without a POB really. And since I'm building it on the fly without a POB, I'm just kind of winging it. I was working yesterday evening. Oh, so tired these days. Oh, tomorrow I'm going hiking. So there's a lot of things going on. Tomorrow I'm gonna go off the side of a mountain and go hiking. Because I'm sorry to say, I need a break. I'm stressed out. Video games actually help me in de-stressing a little bit, but what my passion and things I like to do, I think for a while I had two separate YouTube channels at one time. One YouTube channel actually had me mountain biking, riding, you know, and y'all could see me when I was mountain biking and things like that. The other YouTube channel was this one for gaming, and then I just stopped kind of posting to the YouTube channel while I was hiking and stuff. So. What I should do is go back to hiking and stuff like that and posting those things back onto the, you know, so y'all can see, or y'all get to see where I hike and stuff like that and be like, oh, cool, that's beautiful, or wow, that kind of sucked where you were, you know. I need to get me need to buy me a GoPro and to get my gimbal. Strap it to my chest and then hike.
Evil has returned to this place of despair.
Over there. Yeah, let's just go. So y'all remember the original Delirium League? Uh-oh, that was almost close. The original Delirium League was supposed to be it was actually pretty cool. That's when they introduced Pestilence Strike and stuff like that. And Pestilence Strike was actually pretty good. And you didn't need Bino's knife for Pestilence Strike, and the Viper Strike you had to have Bino's knife. Hey, what's up, Sheepish? How you doing? Stream's okay. Stream's okay. I'm just kind of trying to survive. So at first I was doing all right with you know, then I ran into these. There we go, got it. Okay. So I went and decided to do a Delirium run. Let's see what we got. There we go. Delirium gives you them clusters. Thank you, Sheepish, for the subscription, sir. That's definitely a thank you for that. Just in case anybody doesn't know, Sheepish he lurks a lot. He hides in the background. He goes, No, I need to keep going around. But like I was saying, I really need to go get me a GoPro. And on my GoPro, I need to get me a gimbal so I can actually run a GoPro in the gimbal. Because what I should be doing is mountain biking taking my videos like I was doing when I first initially started. So I actually started oh, that hurt. Oh, wow. Ouch. This is not good. I actually started playing mountain biking, and I used to attach the mountain bike camera or the GoPro to my helmet, and it was good. Hey, on the helmet, it's actually really stable. A lot of people don't realize how stable the head is. So when you're riding and stuff like that, like when you'll notice, like if you're carrying a camera or you're walking and everything like that, the camera shakes and stuff like that, right? Well, with the GoPro being mounted to my helmet, it actually didn't. You didn't see the shake and the bounce as bad because your neck and your head stabilize it a lot better than you think. So I was running around riding mountain bike with that, you know, attached to my head, attached to my helmet. And then I thought about, hey, you know, I could do that gimbal thing from GoPro, because GoPro got a gimbal that you can put on, and you can put the gimbal on, and and they got a chest thing that you can put it on your chest, and you just got to kind of, you know, get on the bike, figure out exactly the angle to be able to see what you need to see, and then just ride. And so I told myself I was going to do that. But then what happened was the mountain bike crew that I was actually riding mountain bikes with on a regular basis, we were going out to mountain bike every week at least. And when we were going to mountain bike, we were mountain biking together every week. And then we ran into an issue where the issue was people just started not showing up, not going to get together, ride. I mean, we did the mountain bike thing for like 2 years, the group did, and we were going, you know, I think some of the guys that were in the group, they kind of wanted to do other type of mountain biking. So I do mountain biking, yeah, climb is terrible, make you tired and everything like that. And that just happens. Well, these guys actually, I think they wanted to do more downhill. So they wanted to get like travel out to these places that are further away that are just straight downhill. You take the chair ride up, and then you put your bike on the rack, put the chair ride up, and then you just whoosh, you race down. And so they wanted to do more of the mountain biking in that fashion. And I'm like, you know, I'm not all into mountain biking straight downhill, you know. The whole fun of mountain biking is just getting out there, kind of, and yeah, that ain't cheap. It's not cheap, you know. Sorry, that ain't cheap. Might have been, nope, it's just right now. So I just want to make sure I was on the right thing, saying the right thing. So they wanted to do that, and I was like, okay, I'm not necessarily into that, right? So these guys, they just kind of wanted to do that more often. And when we were doing just the regular mountain biking, they just kind of stopped. They was like, nope, we're not going to mountain bike. And that's just, it kind of broke the group apart a little bit because they really wanted to do downhill. Now, don't get me wrong, downhill's kind of fun, but at the same time, not as much. So there's this place that I gotta go, which is Little Scraggy, right? This little place called Little Scraggy. Little Scraggy is actually a really nice mountain bike spot. The cool thing about Little Scraggy is it's 12 miles. 12 miles. And downhill is what you do on vacations? Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true. Now, don't get me wrong. I love going downhill, but I just don't feel that it's I don't know. For me, you're climbing and you're riding, and it's just taking all your strength, and then by the time you get to the top and everything like that, and you're on that downhill ride, when you're doing that downhill ride, it just feels so much better. And to me, it feels so much better when you do it that way. It's like, oh yeah, I'm riding, we're getting there. It's like an achievement. It's like like a reward. That's what it is. It's a reward for all the hard work you did to get up to the top of the mountain. It's the hard work. That's the payoff. That is the payoff for being able. Is boom. Now I can go downhill. You know, and that's how I look at it. When I look at mountain biking, it's like, yeah, the payoff I'm gonna get from all this hard work is riding down the other side of the mountain and getting the flows and riding and getting around the corners and stuff like that, taking the corners and enjoying the ride down. That's the payoff. It's like the happiness. It's the happiness. And so that's what I'm used to. That's what I'm used to. So and it, you know, not everybody's got the same crazy mentality I got, right? Don't get me wrong. I'm not gonna say what I'm talking about doing is like the only way to mountain bike. You know, you can mountain bike multiple different ways.
Crusade sees its first triumph. I must have time to plan.
Oh.
Ready, exile! It is time to hunt!
So, but then there's like my wife. Now this is the funny thing. This year, my wife is gonna let me mountain bike. I know y'all guys are like, what do you mean she's gonna let you mountain bike?
Good work.
My wife had an issue with me mountain
With
biking.
the road to the free.
And the main problem that she had with me mountain biking was mountain biking is dangerous. And she did not like that I was going down mountains and stuff like that. She did not like that at all. I mean, she really was like, you can't go mountain biking. And I'm like, why can't I go mountain biking? She was like, you can't go mountain biking. It's dangerous, etc., etc. And I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. Mountain biking is as dangerous as walking down the street.
Stay sharp out there.
As long as you know where you know you're doing the right thing, know what you're doing, you shouldn't have any problems. But she was like adamant that I should never go mountain biking. She was so adamant about it. So what happened was I actually didn't mountain bike. I stopped mountain biking because my wife was, you know, it was making my wife upset. And so there are, you know, my wife has medical conditions and her being upset can cause other issues. So
Good tidings to you.
I was like, okay, I won't do it. So I stopped mountain biking and everything like that. But now, I have been released from the purgatory of not being able to mountain bike. She has chosen that you need to get yourself back in shape and everything like that, just like you always have been, blah 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 blah. So now that I have been told, hey, I can 71, 27, 37. $61, 61. So this one actually got some chaos resistance on it, which is kind of cool. It's got 84. This one's got 97 health, but got an open slot. Now, open slot, actually, I could use that open slot to just kind of, you know, use a double on it, which is pretty cool. I think that's what I'm gonna do. That's sorry, I had to go from talking about mountain biking to getting my character prepared for the next section. I'm still not running very high resistances, so things can kill me pretty easily if I don't watch it, because any elemental damage will probably get me killed.
Ready, exile?
Okay, so back to what I was talking about, mountain biking. So I think what I should do is when I go mountain biking and hiking this year, I should post some of those videos. That's what my brain is saying. My brain is saying I should post some of those videos just to, you know, just to have the videos out there.
Beast. You will be a survivor.
There we go, and done. Ooh wee! This is so good, so good. All right, so I'm thinking. If I do that, then I'm gonna have to do more video editing. And my job's been kind of hard these days to be able to get the time to do video editing and things. We'll see. On my hike tomorrow, we'll just kind of see if we get time to be able to do any of the you know, tracking and or keeping all that stuff.
Had you not barred the way the first time, Piety, things might have turned out differently for all of us.
There we go. So this is one thing that's actually pretty nice. If you look at the Bitter Dream, you got bone chill and all the other stuff from people that are chilled, right? So this is one of the things that you can do with this, and I haven't been doing it, but like that. If you just pop through with those guys are chilled or frozen automatically. So you just keep doing that, and then that increases your damage of your minions by a lot just by doing the little frost blink, because frost blink leaves chilled ground. And then the creatures that are on the chilled ground, guess what? They are taking more damage. It's like 40% more damage or something like that that they will take if you just kind of blink through like that and give some chilled ground for your things to be on. It'll eat through them a lot faster that way. Go. Woohoo! Any good drops lately? No, no good drops. No good drops. Everything's been kind of, you know. Okay, so what they did was they restarted the league and put a special event in place. Now with the special event, they kind of just, all they're trying to do is buy time so that they can put out a new league for everybody to deal with. And the problem is the following: they can't get the new league out, not as fast as they want. So let me see if I can find this real quick. I'm gonna find the post. It was like, really, guys, really? And so we're just, you know, when they restarted it, it's like starting the game over again, but there's no real, I mean, it's the same league as before. It's just not as, to me, it's just not as fun. And one of the reasons why it's not as fun is I got a taste of Path of Exile 2, and the things that are going on in Path of Exile 2 during the campaign is just so awesome, and it feels so good to play the campaign in Path of Exile 2. You just want to play the campaign because it's challenging. You got things that you got to work on, things like that. Inside of Path of Exile 1, the campaign is kind of lackluster, it feels like nowadays. So because it's kind of lackluster, you got a little bit of a type situation when you're playing it. Now, don't get me wrong, I enjoy playing it. It's just not as much. Now, it's kind of the situation is, you know, I really need to find a game that I'm going to play more often than not. So I'm probably going to play Path of Exile 2 more often than not. So most likely my game of choice is going to be Path of Exile 2. Over Path of Exile 1. New classes will be so hype. Well, the new classes, oh, you mean the new classes when they add the new classes on 0.20? All that, I think they're adding, what are they adding one class, the duelist or something like that? In POE 2, yeah.
Must have time.
you know, for Path of Exile 2, the new patch that they have coming out, I'm not that hype on it. It's the Duelist is the only thing that they're saying they're gonna release. So I'm like, not gonna be that great. And the reason why I say that, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that it's just that. Think about it. Melee in POE 2 sucks. It's very hard. Staying alive, trying to work things out and everything like that for Path of Exile 2 with Melee is ruthless. It is ruthless, okay? And since Path of Exile 2 melee combat is ruthless, and they're about to put the Duelist in place. So I'm not really gonna get a new class. Unless somebody knows something that I don't know. I know that they're adding the Duelist on this next configuration, the next release, I think. So I hadn't seen anything posted saying that they're gonna add any others, only the Duelist. And that's maces, which meant to be clunky. Okay, all right, understandable. But from what I was hearing, the clunkiness is not the problem with maces, or feel better, surely. Oh, I like your optimism. I like your optimism. That is so. Look, I haven't seen optimism like that in like so long. Sad. I really, I feel you. I'm gonna get on the bandwagon with you. They are gonna release the Duelist and the new stuff, like the new weapons and stuff like that. It's just gonna change everything. It's gonna change the whole feel of Melee. Melee will become an awesome thing to play. I'm gonna jump on that bandwagon with you. Your optimism was infectious. I'm just gonna go with that. Your optimism was so infectious that I'm like, he's right.
His time has almost come. Then hope will be.
No more negative 5% tax speed every node. Well, see, plus 6. Well, see, that's the thing though. I didn't have a problem. The attack speed wasn't the issue to me. It's the survivability of hand-to-hand combat is where's my problem was. I played the monk, and so for me, the monk, I was playing the monk, and I'm using the staff and everything. And yes, I could have used the little thing, the little monk staff configuration where it's ice strike and you're just kind of shooting a little bolt out and killing everything, and then there's no problem. No, I wanted to be melee. So I'm running a monk melee, and the only way to survive with the monk melee was jump, dive, roll, hit, roll, jump, dive, roll, and you're doing all that just to keep yourself from getting hit, because if you get hit, boom, you were dead. So that was my problem with melee inside of POE 2. Now, if you ignore that, let's just be honest, if you ignore that and go to a straight caster build, or you go to a build that actually has range, you never had a problem. It was like, oh, shoot from a distance, boom, they're down. Kill them from a distance, they're down. I'm not having to dive every 3 seconds. Every time my thing comes up, dive, roll, and get out of the way, because if the dude swings or drops a hammer on me, I'm dead, because there is no real defense. And that was my opinion. That's my opinion. Well, so there's no mitigation. There's no mitigation. the mitigation isn't enough is where I probably need to say the mitigation was not enough. And so they're going to introduce the duelist, which is probably going to be another, another type situation, because it's going to be I don't think that they're, from what I saw so far, they're not actually doing a ton. They said they're going to do some changes, but they need to get that mitigation better than me. That's now. I know that because POE 2 is such a how can I say a very intricate game, or very complex game. There you go. Sorry, my brain wasn't working. It's a very complex game that I feel that, they have to be very careful on what they do, because if they put mitigation in, and they put mitigation in and they put it in the wrong way, then you'll have a caster who's able to stand in the middle of everything and be like, I'm not going to take any damage, everybody dies, And so I understand that they got to kind of play very
I shall take this crusade to the seas themselves.
They have to play it very close to the vest on what they plan on doing. Well, not close to the vest. They got to be very careful in what they do, because they can introduce situations where the casters, you run a caster and you just can't be killed because you're right there. So one of the things that they could do is they can make an inherent configuration to those individuals using melee skills. What does that mean? And because the game is so intricate, I still don't even know if this would work. But and this is what I mean. Okay, so we already know we don't want a caster to be able to stand in the middle, because he's got all this damage and everything like that. They're standing in the middle using the mitigation and defenses that was really for melee, to stand up against a boss and just stand there and be like, boom, 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 boom. Ha, I killed you. It was easy. You don't want that, right? You want the caster to have to be doing what the casters have to do. You want them to move around. You want them to be like, oh, I can't stand in the middle of this slam because the slam is coming, right? Or I can't stand in the middle of this thing because it's coming. So what do? You can't tie it to a melee weapon, because then there's casters that can use certain type of melee weapons like daggers, things like that. And all that would be is, hey, if you're using a melee weapon, you get X bonuses to your mitigation. Well, guess what? I now have a dagger. And now I get to stand in the middle and take slams and all this other stuff, so you can't do that, right? And because POE is so complex, you can't sit there and say tie it to a particular class. So like a marauder or something like that. If you're a marauder, you get this kind of bonuses. Then you got marauders that are crossing the tree to jump over or across the tree to get spell stuff. And then they're sitting there and they're a caster that sits in the middle and takes all the thing and uses the damage from casting. So it's a very fine line that they have to kind of deal with. And so where do you get that? Where does that come from? And in POE 2, you're balancing pinnacle bosses for melee and range seems real though. Yeah. And that's the thing. That's the thing is that's where I think that they have to be very careful on how they implement those type of things. And I don't envy them for it. Don't get me wrong. I do not envy the task that they have, because it is difficult. I mean, you could still, no matter what you all. Oh, I'll explain it to you like a D&D, like a DM. I'm a dungeon master, and I actually do dungeon master DM D&D games and things like that. No matter what you do and have plans, your players will destroy your plans. And that is the same thing for this game or any game that these guys are doing, because they'll be like, well, we'll do this and this will be great, and then your players will figure out something to destroy your entire plan. And then it's like, oh, well, what do we do now? That type of situation, right? So now with POE 2, they do have some options, because they do adjust the tree a little bit. I think they should adjust the tree a lot more. And what I mean by that is, and that would get rid of what I'm talking about, where if you got a low level, not low level, you got a caster, they get certain bonuses, and if you get a melee guy, he gets a different bonus, because they adjust the tree. All they're doing is adjusting the starter area. They're not actually adjusting anything else but the starter area. But let's think about that. If I'm a marauder, why can't the marauder have increased defenses going through the tree? That way they can mitigate that melee damage and everything like that. But you're gonna say, you still have the problem of, well, if the marauder has increased defenses, can he go over to the casting side and pull in the casting stuff and become a really strong caster? My thought process on it, because the way that they have this built in POE 2, you increase the defenses, giving him the higher defenses, and you decrease the casting capabilities. So casting spells and all, spell damage is lowered, the so-and-so is lowered, and everything like that. Doesn't mean that the person cannot cast, just means that he will be slower at doing damage casting. You see what I mean? So yeah, if I was a caster and I go through all these nodes, I get 500% increased damage. So I'm able to hit pinnacle bosses doing massive amounts of damage, but they should get massive amounts of damage and very little defense. If I'm a person who's more of, let's say, a marauder or something like that, and they go over there and say, I'm just going to go over here, instead of them getting 500%, they get 200% increase of spell damage. Well, that means that they're not efficient at doing spell damage. They're more efficient at doing melee and melee combat defenses and things like that. So there's certain things that I think that they could do, but then that limits them, that limits characters. And that's one thing that's been really awesome about POE, is that you have the option to do almost anything in POE. If I'm a marauder, I can be a caster if I wanted to. It might take a lot of work, but I can be a marauder and a caster. If I'm a duelist, I can be a duelist and be a minion guy, and stuff like that. They've always had that versatility, which kind of makes POE what it is. Now, don't get me wrong, POE still got a lot of. It's all about meta and what the meta game is. So you still got that type of situation. But what I'm trying to say is that could work, but it would take away the diversity of the game that a lot of people look for. And a lot of people are working at. They're like, I want this type of, you know, these things. I like the niche configurations that are this is awesome type situation. Like I said, I do not envy GGG's responsibility for balance. Now, with GGG's responsibility for balancing stuff, there are certain things that I think that they could do There we go. But while we're sitting there, we're talking about that. One of the things that they were talking about in the in POE 2, which they felt they're going to have to try to address, is the thought that, hey, your only way that you're going to actually be able to do certain things in POE 2 is you have to do magic finds to get anywhere, because currency is king, and you didn't get any currency drops unless you were doing magic find.
So you're the ship. Don't think I'm going to be.
Woohoo!
Oh, Lord of Light, hold back the sea so that I may slay its pretender king.
Dum, dum, dum. I'm gonna go here and get the 2 health ones here. And then after that, I'm gonna go down here, get the health ones from over here, and we'll deal with the other stuff later. All right, that works. That works for me. There we go. Almost died. Ah! Almost died again. I don't know what I did to almost die that many times. But, oops, excuse me about that, guys. I don't know what I did to almost die that many times, but I almost died. All right, all right.
Must have time to gather.
Bah, bah, bah. So we got this. Now the question is, will I be able to survive this?
So
The
strong,
answer is no,
so
but
dedicated.
I'm going to try.
You never disappoint a lady in need. You're a gift, don't you see? A sumptuous feast for His Majesty on his wedding day. Really. So touched by your generosity. There we go. Oh, I didn't see it. Oh, that sucks. Oh, that sucks. Okay, so what had happened was in this one was, and I knew it was gonna happen. If I actually got hit with the lightning, I was gonna die. So what I did happen was there was a lightning up under him, and I just didn't see it, and I was standing right on it, and so the lightning killed me. And then when I went out and I came back in, as soon as I came back in, he did the swipe right over me and killed me. So that was actually the reason why I died. I got too many deaths now going into the next zone. Oh, that's terrible. I was doing so good. Oh, it was just a visual clarity. There was just no way for me to really pay attention to that. I just kind of messed up on that one. Did not see it. Oh, I got my gloves. I got southbound. Yes, I got some gloves. That's some nice gloves. I like those gloves. Okay, so let's go ahead and get the rest of this stuff I need. Ooh, I like that helmet. I like this helmet though. That's actually a good helmet. All right, let's sell the rest of this stuff.
Turn your back for the bearers. Hello.
We're gonna put this over here just in case, because that helmet might be worth something. We might be able to get some good resistances off of that helmet. And so right now we got 71, 27, 37. Okay. So we need to get our resistances up. But we're also kind of just like, hey, we're just trying to get to the end without having to spend too much on getting that done. Look at that.
Really?
There we go. Got that chaos up. Woo-wee. Let's go. Let's go. Woohoo! All right, now let's go ahead and have it drop. Drop what I got. Doo-doo. Oh, it's only weapons. It's gonna suck. All right, let's go. I got a 5-link bow. There we go. I need to get just a little bit of one more. Let's see what we call that thing. One more ascendancy done. At least one more. If I can get the one more ascendancy done, I think that'll take care of, that'll give me kind of what I want. There we go.
This desecrated house of faith will unearth its secrets at last.
That's right. Unearth your secrets at last.
My mana is spent.
Woohoo! Way to go, way to save.
Must have targeted that
You there, local. Come
There we go. That's two. Get that third one.
when the night falls.
Oh, hold up. I actually lost somebody. I lost a zombie. That's not looking like a good sign. I'm gonna have to go all the way down to get some.
Really?
A vision of dreams.
Tiger sword.
Ephemeral in my sight. What me looking? Here our ways divide.
I imagine when I was. Go with courage. Greetings.
Juicy. Useless, but let's go. So just FYI for everybody, it's one of those game days. Look at this. Look at this. There we go. We're doing the good as best we can. We got one more. Then we got to go see if we can beat Azaro early. We can beat Azaro early. I think we might be able to. Go, take it back up in here, and then doop. Get my recipe. Excuse me, guys. I'm sorry about that. Ooh wee. There we go. Here we go. Here we go. Let's get this taken care of. Okay, so tomorrow I should be running.
A veil of lies and dreams draws itself over my sight.
I'm gonna try to play another game tomorrow. We'll see exactly how that goes and if it actually goes real well or not. I have a different game I want to play tomorrow. So you know how you have, I've been playing Project Zomboid with my son, right? There's a new game out and I haven't played it. I don't even know I want to play it base first before I start trying to do any mods or anything like that. But there's this new survival zombie game called Humanity or something like that, you know. And I kind of want to test it out, see exactly how it goes. So what that means is we get to try to see you. We're gonna see me die over and over again with this zombie game, the zombie survival game. Hopefully I won't die too much. Hopefully I won't die too much. I want to kind of, you know, it's supposed to be better graphics and interface than Project Zomboid. But Project Zomboid, I'm sorry to say, is probably one of the best intricate survival games. It is so good. But, which also reminds me, sometime in the near future, I gotta go put up all the mods that I took off of Project Zomboid. I gotta get those mods back on it. So at a particular period of time, what I did was I was running certain mods for Project Zomboid, and those mods, I was trying to get this other mod up and running, and it just was not working. It just was not, a mod was not working, and I was just so upset. And then now what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get that mod. I was trying to get that mod working, and it just wouldn't work. So I'm trying to get to see, I got to add all the other mods back, because I was like, okay, if that's not it, let's try this. And I kept trying all these different things to try to get the mod to work. Look at that.
We hide, but the light will find it.
So that is right there. That's the power of summon raging spirits and zombies. Most likely that was mostly summon raging spirits, but it's neither here nor there. We're not gonna point fingers. Hey, my vacuum cleaner is going. I had somebody camping in my house the other day, right? And they asked me if I was, if the carpet down here was new carpet. It's like, oh, is this new carpet? And I was like, no. And I was like, they was like, oh, it looks so new, so clean. I was like, no. It's that little thing over there. So I got an iRobot. The iRobot type. It's they used to call it something else. I can't think of the name of it. It's the self-cleaning thing that rolls around your floor and sweeps up everything for you. All right. So I got one of those for my for the house. I got one downstairs, one upstairs. The one upstairs, it's not that good because the kids keep on knocking it off the base, or I'm sorry, the dogs and my kids knock it off the base, and they're not like they don't go through the process of trying to get it back on base or anything like that. So it comes through and it vacuums and I vacuum the house constantly down here. So this is, just so you know, my computer and streaming station is in the basement. That is the man cave. And since we have a man cave, that's all I do is I just, have the man cave. It's just for me. Not very many people come in here. Now, when we were doing my daughter had this lady come by to do her hair. And when she came by to do her hair, she needed a place to go where the dogs weren't gonna just, be bothering her and stuff like that. So I rented out the man cave to my daughter so that she can get her hair done. Yeah, it's terrible. I allowed the man cave to be used as a hair salon. But it became a hair salon. at that. And we get to go out. Look at that. Almost there. So, but the man cave's floor is looking nice. My vacuum's running. Now, I will say the following. The more furniture I put inside my inside the basement, it made the iRobot a little bit trouble. And the reason why I say that is the following. Okay, so with the iRobot or the sweep robot, whatever you want to call it, I was doing it 3 times a week, and then it was doing the entire house. Well, what was going on was when I added a table and I added, you know, some other furniture in the house, and when it goes through, it would lock up. It would lock up, disappear. It would just not get back to the base and just freeze on its way back because it was just running out of power or all kind of other things, right? So what I chose to do was I broke it down into multiple different days now. Certain rooms on certain days, things like that, to try to split it up a little bit. I still need to mess with the schedule a little bit to kind of get it so that it don't take all day to run, because I still have, like, during the week on the days that it was running, it would ooh, that almost got me killed. It would run, and even when I get home from work and stuff like that, it would still be running. It'd be like, oh, I just finished my charge, trying to go vacuum this other part of the house, and I'm like, wow, that's a lot of time it's taking to vacuum the house. So I split it. Here we go. So I split it, and now it vacuums every day, except for Sunday. Sunday, I give it a break on Sunday. On the Sabbath, it doesn't do anything except for sit and don't do anything. So that's what we got going on right now. That's why you hear that vacuum. You might hear the vacuum in the background. Ah! Don't die. Oh, wow. That thing is, ooh, that's not good. That's not good. Ooh, that's not good. Ooh, ooh, that's not good at all. Y'all saw my guy died again. This is why zombies suck. We'll see about getting the zombies better, but that's why the zombies normally suck. Now, the funny thing is, on the next, if I can get into the Zaro, I get a Zaro killed, the zombie damage goes up dramatically. It's supposed to go up dramatically. Can't guarantee it, but we go. I'm hungry. Oh, what time is it? It's not that early, not that late either. Come on, die. Oh! Oh! What do I get? Kill it. Kill it. Kill it. I got some boots. Not that big of a deal. Not that big of a deal. Woo. So, there, and there. Oof. Running.
Really? Really? Really?
There we go. There we go. Instilling orbs. Instilling orb is one of the best orbs in the world. And why? Why do you say? Because he is the Kwisatz Haderach. Y'all don't get the reference to that. I'm so sad for you guys. Y'all missed. If y'all don't get the reference to that, then that means y'all have missed one of the cheesiest, greatest, classic movies that was ever made. Well, no, okay. There's a few of them. Flash Gordon. Flash. That was actually a really, really good one. I like that one too. Now there's this one part in the movie. So when you're younger and stuff like that, sometimes you don't pay attention, and your brain doesn't work right? So I've watched Flash Gordon. I was watching Flash Gordon all the time when I was a kid, and when it came on television, and they did the, it popped up on television. I watched it when it was it hit HBO or whoever. I watched it then as well. One of the times when I was like 20, I think I was like 22, maybe 23 years old. I'm sitting there, and I'm like, it's Flash Gordon. I'm gonna watch Flash Gordon, everything like that. And there's this one scene in there when where the Birdmen are about to take over the Birdmen are about to take over the shuttle area, the shuttle place. So the Birdmen are getting ready to take the shuttle place over, and Zoltan or whatever, Zoltar is up there and he's flying, the wings are going and everything like that. And I thought when I was a kid, because I saw this probably when I was maybe, I don't even know, maybe 8 years old or something like that, 8, 9 years old. And so the guy says, dive. Birdman, dive, right? No. I'm going to tell you exactly what I thought he was saying. I thought that man was saying die. Die! And then instead of dive, And I do not know why my brain never caught on to it until I was like 20 years old. I was 20 years old before I realized what he actually was saying. And then, let me even tell y'all about this one. This is gonna be funny to you guys too. So I also have problems with people that don't articulate when they sing, or they articulate and the music is so good that you sitting there and you like, this is awesome, and you're bobbing your head, not paying attention, and you don't know what they actually said. So let me, I'm gonna give y'all another how stupid I was when I was a kid. So y'all remember, and I wasn't that young, but for some reason, there's this one song by New Edition, right? And New Edition had this song, I think it was New Edition. Let me see if I think it's New Edition. It's like, or is it So For Real? So For Real, Candy Rain. Well, either way it goes, I don't remember which one it was. It was like something, and I'm singing the song, and I'm singing it loud. And while I'm singing this song and I'm singing it loud, I would like to point out I was singing the wrong verse. And it was so messed up because they were like, so people, I was singing it, and then somebody looked at me and was like, "What are you saying?" And I gave them the verse, right? And so when I give them the verse, they're like, "That's not what they're saying." I was like, "Huh? What do you mean? That's what they're saying." And so we got into this big old argument about what these people were saying, right? And it was hilarious because they were like, "Oh no, that's not what they're saying." Then they, I don't know, somebody had gotten the lyrics or went to the lyrics, we looked up the lyrics or something in the aspect of we either looked up the lyrics or somebody looked up the lyrics and they showed me the lyrics of the song. You want to talk about so embarrassed? It's like, because I've never heard the song. I didn't even know the name of the song. And I was saying, "Give me golden raindrops" or something like that. And, it's candy coated raindrops or something like that. And I was like, oh my gosh, I had it all. I really had the lyrics terribly wrong. And I was sitting there and I just started watching, like, you know, I don't really do a lot of YouTube and YouTube watching and stuff, but I do have shorts that pop up on my screen, right? There's this lady, and I love her little shorts, because what she does is she goes and finds all these songs, and she talks about it. And what she does is she'll sit there and she just gets in her car, right? And she'll have the song playing, and the words are popping up in the song, and she's sitting there, she's like, and then they'll say something, and she's like, okay, you know, and then she'll just continue to be like dance or whatever in the car listening to the music, and then they'll say something again, and she's like, oh my gosh, I can't believe it. It's like she realizes what the song is about, like. And it's songs that we as kids, you know, it was songs that we grew up with. I mean, it's songs that I grew up with. And like, there's this one that had me laughing my tail off because we're sitting there and was like, it's supposed to be a love song and everything like that. And you're like, oh yeah, she's talking about stuff. She's actually the mistress in the, you know, she's advocating it's okay for me to have you. You can go back to your wife and everything like that, but you know, stuff like that. And it's like, I never knew that because you never paid attention to the lyrics. You never paid attention to the lyrics. You were just doing, you know, you were just, yeah, just jamming out, enjoying the song, etc., etc. And so she finds all these songs where you didn't pay attention to the lyrics back in the day, but it's a real popular song. And then all of a sudden you're like, oh my gosh, you know, because it's just like, like, I can't believe that. It's like, but yeah, she's, I like that YouTube short. I have to figure out her name or find a video, figure out her name and then give y'all her name as a YouTube short so you can look at the YouTube shorts she got. It just makes me laugh. It really does. Cause she's just like in the car grooving and then what? Woohoo, look at that, look at that, look at that, look at that, look at here, look at here. No, I wasn't trying to do that. I was trying to get over here.
I have seen this place in my visions of doom.
I've seen this place in my visions of doom. Is that what he just said? Sometimes I forget what these guys actually are saying sometimes. Whoa, that was almost terrible. All right, let's keep going. And of course, I've lost. I've lost. I've lost. Oh, go back. Cartography chisel. There we go. And keep. Boom, 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 boom. All right, one more turn and then we should be good. Down, down, down.
I bear witness to a miracle.
There we go. Rolling. We're rolling.
Must have time to gather.
Let's go. Let's go.
Approach, challenger.
Nope. I won't approach. Hello, headphones aren't working right now. Can you chat instead? By the way, which game do you stream the most? Sorry, really can't help you on that one. I've got things. Ah. I'll type it in. There we go.
Deeper into the layer of
Oh, there we go.
I shall stand strong against temptation.
There we go. What's my favorite game? All right. So my favorite game used to be Ultima Online. That would be my favorite game. My favorite game or XCOM. XCOM type games. Real-time strats. Let's go. Let's go. Let's try to get this completed here. Ah! Don't die. Don't die. Don't die. Don't die. Ah. There we go. Woo. Let's see here. There we go. No port timer. All right, come on, come on. That's it, and we're out. Give me that topaz ring. Let's go. Let's go. Woohoo! Let's do this. We're almost to the next zone. Yes. Uh-oh. I can't believe it. Zombies. So this guy says he doesn't have a headset, right? So let's just be honest. What he's gonna do next is he's gonna be like, "Hey, look, I can help you with help you grow your stream or be a moderator." I told you it was coming. Told you it was coming. I told you it was coming. I knew he was gonna be like, "Look, hey, so I do graphics on the side, or I can be I'll be a moderator for your channel, etc., etc." No, you're not gonna be a moderator for my channel, or be like, I do video editing. It'll be one of those that's gonna Oh, go back. Go back. Take that out. All right. So.
What foul new corruption is this?
Hey, hey. So we got 3. And so this will get us the second one. Now this is the funny thing. So I'm still not high enough level to be able to take care of this other stuff. But if I go here and I go here, my zombies go tons more damage. Tons more damage. Plus 4 levels. Ooh. So if I do new, import, what's it called? Number 15. Woo-hoo. Pull the puppeteer in. Yes, how may I help you? If we do this and that, woo, look at that. Damage to jump up by will double. The damage will double just by getting this. All right, let's see if we can do this. Woo-hoo. Let's do it. No, let's do this. So this guy's actually artwork. We knew it was coming. We knew it was coming. What? There we go. Let's see what we got. Doubles. Double resistance is rank 2.
Yeah, we got it, baby.
Okay, so what's gonna happen here is we're gonna get ourselves killed.
Rise to the occasion.
There we go.
Is a fire that spreads quickly if the forest is dry.
Zombies are just gonna die too much. That's all that's gonna be. How am I supposed to get through this thing? I'm not supposed to get through here, huh? Yeah, almost died. I hate the traps. Now, that's one thing that I can say is kind of good about POE 2. You don't have this lab. The lab is not required to actually go up. But they do give you some stupid stuff that you gotta do to go level up inside of POE 2. I will not deny I have a problem with POE 2's leveling of your ascendancy. We've already known that. Don't do that. All right. Oh, we got this. We got this. Oh, let's roll. Let's roll.
Claim your inheritance. Such resilience. Wisdom is the offspring of suffering and time.
Let's roll, baby. Bitter Dream. Bitter Dream is such a beautiful, beautiful thing. It's gonna be even stronger. My guys will be even stronger. Really? I gotta go through this area? Hey, look at that.
Can be a grotesque affair.
I'll go ahead and take that one. Boom, 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 boom. Let's go ahead and do it. There we go.
An aspirant can afford to be promising. An
Let's do this.
Though you must navigate your empire through troubled waters. Give of yourself.
That's how we do round here.
I am no beast of burden.
Woo! Zombies. Last time I actually ran out of here. I ran out of here without actually doing any of these. Any of them. So, I am going to do quality on my zombie. And the reason why I did quality on the zombie is I have a higher chance of getting, when I get that thing to 20%, I get extra zombies. All right, so.
My mana is spent.
Hey, I got 8 zombies. Woohoo! Because of that +5, I got my 8 zombies now. Woohoo! So I got the silent encampment. Oh, let me go ahead and do this.
Good to see you.
Sell that. Except.
Good luck.
Quad. Boop, 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 boop. All right, so I got to go back to Act 7, go back to here, turn in all my things, get the little extra guys, extra pointages. Got a book.
If you think you're
Got a book. Got a book. Boom, boom, boom. 3 points, baby. 3 points. All right. Ding. That takes care of that one. Now, there's things I could do. I could do this one for increased minion damage, and my minions will last longer. Oh. There are some things that I could do as well, which is I need to get down here. That would get me to 58. So let's go to trade. See if I can find. All right, I think I'm gonna do this because I can wear it. Ain't gonna be worth anything, but let's try. Oh, hold up, let me go to
I
this
feel
lady.
I have
Wait. Oh, that one.
farewell.
Go here. Oh,
Remember
okay.
to live.
So let's do this. Nobody's gonna buy it, but I will buy it. Let's see if it. So what I'm doing, just FYI, what I'm doing is I'm actually buying a helmet. And hopefully this helmet will be okay for now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run Baron, and I say I'm gonna try to run a Baron configuration. My strength is terrible and everything like that, but that's what I'm gonna try to do. Is I'm gonna try to run a Baron configuration. So pretty much everything else that I'm gonna be doing right now is only gonna be doing everything else I'm doing right now is gonna be for strength. So it's gonna be running down to the bottom over there to get strength down on the bottom of the situation and everything like that. That's pretty much where I'm going to be. So in other words, I've gotten pretty much my health except for these, and what I plan on doing is just running straight down 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, and then grab these strength nodes, this one, and that one, and that'll get me okay amount of strength. Not a good amount. It takes me about 300. That'll give me about 300 strength. Then make sure that my belt has strength, everybody else has strength, get myself up to about 500 strength. Then I will have a total of a certain amount of zombies. He's in the riverways. I'll do one more. He says if he doesn't come out, then we'll go somewhere else. $22. There's some intelligence and some resistances. It's okay, but the health is a good thing. Really, I need to get me some increased strength off of things. So strength, dexterity configuration, and then one of my friends is hitting me up. They're gonna have to wait. Okay, so what's in here? Oh, oh yeah. Okay, so what I can do is I can actually get this. Hey, like that. No, but I can change the colors to blue. I don't think I'm high enough in to be able to mess with this thing. Yes, I am high enough. 2 sockets. I can get 2 blues, which is 2. Shoot. If I can get 2 blues again, which I'm not going to be able to do. I needed to get 2 blues.
Sun is changing.
Purchase. How long is the event? Well, it's gonna be longer than it was what people were thinking, because guess what? They extended it. All right, so let me go find that post, because it was like really not happy. A lot of people weren't happy about it. Some people were okay. Some people just didn't like the point. Okay, so Pathfinder. That's okay, the duelist, where is it at? Okay. Embrace, nope, that's the event. That's the event. That's alternate things. Dash tab. Maps dash tab. Okay, hold up. I'm looking for it. I'm gonna get you the answer. There's a they got a race for POE 2 that's coming when they release the thing. Where is it? All right, so there was something about extending. I think it was maybe it was a Twitch thing. Let me go to the forums. Maybe it's in the forums. Announcements. There we go. You can hop on and get the free MTX. It's still going. It's gonna go for a while. Update on Path of Exile 1. Okay, so so the event's gonna go for a little bit, because I think the event's supposed to go while they're trying to get POE 1's thing going. So unfortunate news regarding 3.26 coming out. We have adjusted some of the internal resources, blah blah. This was on the 18th, so it wasn't even that long ago, but they were sitting there talking about they were going to have to adjust their timelines and everything to try to get this They still said that they would release more details later. We haven't gotten any. But what it comes down to is they are going to continue to move down the path of, they're going to still continue to move down the path of trying to get POE 1. So this is supposed to go until was supposed to go until POE 1 came out. I think they should remaster the first few leagues for the next league and release them. Okay, well, I'm gonna just be honest. They are scrambling really hard to try to meet their what their statement was. Their statement was they're gonna be they were gonna do Path of Exile 1 and Path of Exile 2 parallel deployments, doing things that they need to do. The problem is there's so many people in POE 2 and there's so many people using POE 2 that they really can't do both. It's hard for them to do both. That's my opinion, you know, and I know it sounds stupid, but I just don't think that they have enough engineers to be able to do both. So one's got to flounder, because what they're doing is they're going to have to do back and forth. Oh, we got to get this to POE 1. Oh, we're not going to be able to do what we need to do for POE 2. Oh, we got to move this back and forth. RuneScape does it. Yeah. Well, no, RuneScape did it a little bit differently though. RuneScape actually, they expanded their team to be able to handle the different versions of RuneScape. They were one of the only gaming companies, I think, that survived the split. Because if you remember, there was like games like Asheron's Call 2 failed. EverQuest 1, EverQuest 2, EverQuest 2 failed. Ultima Online was about to do it. Ultima Online said, hey, we going Online. Ultima Online 2 was coming out. They got that thing all the way to alpha and then looked at it and was like, no, we can't do this. We're going to kill our Ultima Online community trying to get Ultima Online 2. We'll just go ahead and just double down on Ultima Online 1. And so they did. That's what they did. And there was multiple other companies that came out and did the same thing. What they did was they were trying to run 2 when they were running 2, they just never were able to do it. RuneScape though, they kind of did it differently though. I will say that RuneScape did it differently, and what happened with RuneScape was more of a phenomenon than anything else. Okay. And the reason why I say that is because RuneScape, they kind of went and said, okay, this is RuneScape and we're moving this way. And they totally kind of dropped RuneScape, the older version of RuneScape. Then enough people said, hey, they were like, let's go ahead and pull that back in. Because I don't think that they actually said we're going to run both of them at the same time. I think they did a cut. Then they realized, hey, we got enough. We're getting enough that we can cut back. And because I think that that's how they did it. I think that, I don't remember. I wasn't exactly too big into RuneScape to be able to give that answer. Yeah, they ran separate games. And so that's how RuneScape actually survived and has the old RuneScape and the new RuneScape configuration. But so POE 2 is the same thing. They got separate games. You're big into RuneScape? Well, that's the way it is. I mean, RuneScape is like, don't get me wrong, RuneScape's a good game. I just never was into RuneScape to be able to say I'm going to run RuneScape. So that was, that's a failure on my side of maybe enjoying RuneScape as much as everybody else. So because I kind of was into RuneScape for a little bit, and then I just dropped off. I just kind of was like, and then I just didn't do it. Okay, so that was my fault. I'm missing out on RuneScape because of that. But that's just the way I look at it, I think. Ooh, snap, crackle, and pop. But you know how it is. It's like I said, it's going to be a very interesting. It's going to be a very interesting way of. I have being around as long as I have. I really want to see what's going to happen with GGG and Path of Exile 2 and Path of Exile 1. Path of Exile 2 is the cash cow. Let's just be honest. It's the cash cow. They got more people in Path of Exile 2 than they do in Path of Exile 1. But if they stop development or stop moving forward with Path of Exile 2, they will pay. They will pay for it. Hold on a second.
This is neither the time nor the place.
Work's been hectic. So like right now, current players are 69,000 in Path of Exile 2, and there's 45,000 in Path of Exile 1. The reason why they got 45,000 people in Path of Exile 1 is because the event. I think that's what it is I think the event got more people into it because their 30-day average was 18,000. The 30-day average for Path of Exile 2 was 90,000 people. So because of the event, some people came back to Path of Exile 1, but still Path of Exile 2 is still is the cash cow. If they do not take these things into account, they will lose. Let's just be honest. Path of Exile 2 is the cash cow. They're gonna have to keep putting people and producing and doing what they need to do in cast, and because it's actually in a alpha, or sorry, it's in an early release state. It's not even a real state. Oh heck yeah, I saw the trailer. Yes I did. Just a few more days, right? Hold up. March was the release, or was that POE 2? Yeah. So, but these are the things that you kind of got to take into account when you're looking at looking at stuff. Right. Yeah, POE 2 info is a couple of weeks. Yeah, so that's in March. I know it's supposed to be in March for that. Okay. So either way it goes, let me go ahead and tell y'all I gotta go because I gotta go get my hair cut, do some other things, get all that stuff taken care of. I will be back on to line tomorrow morning. Hope this helps you in your quest for ultimate power. Talk to y'all later. Peace.